Hey guys, it is Ben, aka the Fuse Box. It is now time to switch it up a little bit. We're gonna try a different game. So far, all the votes that I've seen on Twitter combined with the votes on YouTube suggest that our first playthrough is gonna be a game that I happen to personally love, that I haven't played in, God, at least 4 or 5 years. It is Fallout New Vegas. Funny story about Fallout New Vegas. A buddy of mine and I tossed around an idea of combining the stories from Fallout 3 and New Vegas and taking the main characters of those two games and pairing them up and making a TV show about it. It was going to be a Fallout TV show. I ended up writing 3 scripts for 3 episodes, and I decided to give it a shot, so I wrote to Bethesda and Obsidian, and I think whatever the third company involved, if there was a third company, I can't remember, ZeniMax? Well, anyway, I wrote to them, and I told them I had this idea for a TV show pilot and that I wanted their permission. And push comes to shove, they gave me the very nice version of "go fuck yourself, kid, we don't care." So here we are. So I am going to play this file, creating my character that was the main character of my TV show idea. So let's give this a shot. Did I pull the ZeniMax out of my butt? I can't remember. All right. I believe everything is on. I don't know though. Now here's the thing. I've played this game, but every time I've played this game, it's been on a PlayStation. I am playing the PC version for the first time ever, so it's basically like I'm playing it for the first time in a lot of ways, because I don't know the controls on PC. So I'm gonna be learning. So I may fuck up. Heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. Uh-oh.
War. War never changes.
And the subtitles ain't working.
When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Oh man. I think my favorite aspect of this game is just the fact that, like, I love the idea of, like, the apocalypse leading to the new world order, and yeah, I know it's heavily based in Mad Max, but I far prefer the Fallout version. And again, a Fallout TV show, back when I was suggesting it, would have been the perfect thing for HBO to combat Walking Dead with, in my opinion. But no! We got all the DLCs, baby.
You're awake. How about that?
Oh, now it's working.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Yes. I always felt like this name was badass. That's the name of my courier, Elijah Montgomery. And he's sort of a, He starts off as neutral in our story, and he slowly becomes more good over time thanks to the influence of the Vault Dweller from Fallout 3. But the world won't get to see it.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
We are Caucasian. He's a little bit older than that.
Most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
WS, okay. Toggle, push the caps lock. Alright. Now, I would like to leave to go into third person. God. Space bars jump.
Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Strength. Average Joe is fine. We're gonna need more perception. That's okay. Well, maybe one more. Definitely a little charisma. That's fine. Agility. I think that's a good start.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in the bighorn and dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
really want to... Okay, F. F is how we get out of that, is how we get into third person. I'm learning it. I'm learning things.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Cat.
House.
Shelter.
Night.
Campfire.
Enemy.
Stab.
Light.
Dark.
Mother.
See, for his character had a bad relationship with his parents. He's originally from Nipton, and if you know anything about this game, you know that Nipton is not a friendly town in the slightest, but they get their comeuppance, you know. So I'll just say genes for the sake of my character.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Disagree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
He would have said strongly agree, but ever since his adventures in Fallout 3, he just agrees.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Disagree. He likes to work his way around.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Oh yeah.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Yep.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Broken chain.
Okay. How about this one?
A vagina.
Last one.
Mushroom cloud.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Nope. We're gonna do guns. We're gonna do repair, because repair is very important in this game. And we're gonna do speech.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. You got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
See, I love the fact that your traits, they have the positives and negatives. So you got to be careful. I do like the Wild Wasteland trait.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Oh, fine. You got anything for me? I'm gonna have to get used to shooting with this, with a keyboard and the mouse. This mouse is a little too sensitive. I probably upped the sensitivity too high. Yeah, I think I definitely upped the mouse sensitivity too high. I'll have to change that for next time. I'm not going to change it right now because this thing is very fickle. If I switch over, well, I can probably just save it and oh, right. Forgot about this. Need that sunset sarsaparilla. Repaired the gun. We ain't too good at that fancy book learning. Elijah's all about them street smarts.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
I have played hardcore mode. Bleh. I have played hardcore mode before, but that was on the PlayStation, and I got to get used to the computer, so I'm not gonna do it this time. I'm sorry. Ain't that a kick in the head? Now I just gotta figure out how to open the damn Pip-Boy. No. How do I open my fucking Pip-Boy? Nobody told me how to open the Pip-Boy. Oh, okay. F1. That's a bizarre choice. Alright. ain't doing that yet. Okay. Now, how do I sheathe this weapon of mine, my old fists? See, I'm not used to all this. Damn it. It's crouching. Oh, you can use tab to do that too. See, I look like a fucking idiot running around here with my fists out. No, I don't want to wait. Okay, R. R is how you sheathe your Skinner. God, the graphics look so much better here than they did on the PlayStation.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor. Can do.
You don't buy gasoline. I don't use these fucking spears.
Thanks. Can do.
I want a hat.
Thanks. The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Have you ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the Strip.
I want to know more about Mr. House.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
What else can you tell me about these great cons?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The great cons deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by great cons. Take it easy now.
We'll get a better hat soon. But a man can't go around without a cool hat. Yeah. Yeah.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Why they call you Easy Pete?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
Like digging for gold and silver?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Ever find anything good?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
What's wrong with these? Well, I'm not going to ask that one because my character doesn't like the NCR. What you use these bighorners for?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
You know anything about this here Victor?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
Take it easy.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
I don't like critters. Where is this Victor fella? Normally he meets you right when you leave the damn place. There's a bighorner. Peculiar. Let me see if I can mess with this mouse sensitivity. A little better. Not as twitchy. This is really weird. Normally Victor's rolling around out here like an asshole. Patty, how you doing?
Way too many strangers coming into town these days. No offense.
Oh, well, go fuck yourself. Big Horner. What happened to Victor?
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
I'm a little short on caps. You got any work?
Not in Goodsprings, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
Magazine?
If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need.
Alright.
Always happy to help someone down on their luck.
What do you do around here?
I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Goodsprings, so wildlife is always creeping in.
Tell me about the areas around Goodsprings.
Sure, what do you want to know?
What other towns are nearby?
Southeast of here is Prim, can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
What kind of critters?
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Goodsprings. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
Let's talk about something else.
If you want to know anything else, just ask.
I need to get to Prim.
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive. Even though I already know how to survive from all my previous adventures, I'm gonna pretend like I don't know how to survive so I can get EXP.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
you're looking for supplies, Chet over at the general store can help you out.
Digging the seamless transitions.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Yeah, right. F.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
Alright, here we go.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Alrighty.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Now I gotta save real quick because I need to make sure we get this right. I want Goodsprings to like me. And in order oh, this rifle's in shit condition, so... Oh, Cheyenne.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Let's see. Pull out a better gun.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
I'm down.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with two of us. Come with me.
I'm saving here.
Come on!
Now we gotta save that lady. Save the lady. Save the lady. Where the lady at?
There's too many! Come on! Help! Well, that's the end of that.
You alright, miss?
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Hell yeah. You can easily lose this part, and I did lose. But I skipped over that part for you. Alright, Sonny.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Couldn't hurt.
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Woo doggies. I want some of this here gecko hide. And the meat. This music is very ominous.
What's the use in buying a car if you won't buy gasoline? Who we used to be.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening. All the latest news coming your way right now. The influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Goodsprings has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. That news was brought to you by the Tops Casino. You'll dig us, baby. We're the Tops. And now, Nat King Cole reminding us what really matters with Love Me As Though There Were No Tomorrow. Because in New Vegas, hey, you never know.
Oh, this is taking me back.
As
though there were no tomorrow.
Take me out of this world tonight. Make me forget my sorrow. So when I wake tomorrow, I'll know our love was right. Kiss me as though it were now
Or never.
Teach me all that a heart should know. Love
me as though there were no tomorrow. Oh my darling, love me. Don't ever let me go. Cut the bloat flies as though there were no tomorrow. I can't remember how to sheathe my weapon. That's right.
Love me as though
There were no tomorrow. Distinctive cigarette butts. This is where they tried to bury my dumbass.
Howdy, folks. It's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good feeling about all of you listening. All the latest news coming your way right now. NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with its monorail line to the New Vegas Strip proved easy to fix. One anonymous official told us a serious mechanical failure would have been a disaster because of the age of the train and the scarcity of the replacement parts.
Yeah, I can see that.
NCR Correctional Facility is now under prisoner control following a successful riot. Locals should avoid anyone who looks like they've done time. That's the news. This is Mr. New Vegas filling in for Mr. New Vegas. Here's Bing Crosby reminding us of those times when you absolutely have to kiss the person you love. Something's gotta give. Up next.
When an irresistible force meets an old immovable object,
you can bet just as sure as you live.
something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine. Don't say no, 'cause I insist. Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna kiss. So on guard, who knows what the stars have in store. mysterious sky. I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore. But how long can anyone try? Fight, 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 fight it with all of our might. Chances are some heavenly star-spangled night we'll find out as sure as we live.
Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to me, Mr. New Vegas, and you look extraordinarily beautiful right now. We've got some news for you coming right up. The Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say the new programming
Let's
is
hack in and
less
take some
broadcast, more for weirdos.
shit.
Also in the headlines, the Helios 1 solar power plant remains dormant despite NCR's effort to reactivate the facility. The chief scientist at the plant vowed to fix the problem, blaming it on an atmosphere of, quote, severe underappreciation. Mojave? Mo problems. Am I right? More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
Oh yes, baby.
Blue moon, you saw me standing.
Knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then suddenly appeared before me. Got it, finally. Want that alcohol? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention my character's an alcoholic. Oh, another one. Big Horner. We gotta go meet Sunny Smiles. The most monotone actress ever. There's Victor. And a La Fatima.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How did you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Do you know who those men were?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
How'd you end up in Goodsprings?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
Never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy. Happy trails!
But have been unable to identify them due to low visibility. We'll have more news for you at the top of the hour. Here's Bing Crosby reminding us of those times when you absolutely have to kiss the person you love. Something's gotta give. Up next.
When an irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object like me, you can bet just as sure as you live, something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give. When an irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine.
Let me see what you got.
Say no,
Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
so on guard. Who knows what the fates have in store from their vast, mysterious sky.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
I gotta raise my survival skill in order to cook this here gecko meat.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all day. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. Citizens of Outer Vegas are flocking to the Strip in droves amid a wave of terror caused by a band of raiders known as the Fiends. Those who can afford passports are saying the added security is well worth the price of admission. Also, a package courier found shot in the head near Goodsprings has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. That's the news. This is Mr. New Vegas filling in for Mr. New Vegas. In New Vegas, we know the pain that numbers can bring us. Well, so does Guy Mitchell, who's got heartaches by the number.
It's getting late. Gotta find a bed. It's by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Got heartaches by the number.
But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number one was when you left me. I never knew I could hurt this way.
Wrong place.
Heartache number two was when you came back again. You came back but never meant to stay. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number.
Troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more.
Yes, I've got heartaches by the number. A love that I can't win. But the day
Here we go.
I stop counting, that's the day
My world will end.
Heartache number three was when you called me and said that you were coming back to stay. With hopeful heart I waited.
It's always good to get a good night's rest.
I waited, but you must have lost your way. Yes,
I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more.
Yes, I've got heartaches by the number. A love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting,
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our
What the hell is
program.
your... What do you want?
Each and every one of you is wonderful.
What's that you're saying about Ringo?
He's some traitor who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. He's hiding somewhere in town. It served these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got payback on Ringo.
And the nearby town of Novak.
This area your territory?
It is now. Me and the rest of the guys busted out of the NCR prison east of here and took over. Now we're calling the shots.
What were you in prison for?
None of your damn business. You ought to know better than to ask a man that kind of question.
I just need to know if I should watch my step around you.
Robbed some people, burned some things, killed a few guys. Yeah.
Asshole.
Hello. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
What was that all about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
What are you gonna do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Why not just kill this Cobb and be done with it?
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
Where's this Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
Trying to track down the men who attacked me. You know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Did my attackers say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. It sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why is that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
Where were they headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Want me to take a look at that radio?
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
What about that robot you rescued me? You know him?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
You don't like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
How long's he been here?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
What does he do?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
I'll keep that in mind.
Fine by me.
Goodsprings get any visitors?
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Anything interesting going on in the rest of the wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
What can you tell me about the Legion?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory. Be careful out there.
Didn't have too much to say.
No one dared to ask his business.
No one dared to make a slip.
The stranger there among them
Had a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
It was early
In the morning when he rode into the town.
He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead.
Alright.
He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 and 19 more.
1 through 94.
Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona, Ranger wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red.
Repaired that radio. Patty.
Long before the story was relayed to Texas Red.
Trudy, where the fuck did you go?
But the outlaw didn't worry.
Trudy!
Right before day.
Trudy!
20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the Ranger with the big iron.
God damn it, Trudy.
Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome Ranger was about
to meet his death. About to meet his death.
There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the Ranger is still talked about today.
Hattie.
Texas Red
Aren't we regular men up in here?
And the Ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before
Damn it.
them lay
No.
the body
No, 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 no,
of
no,
the
no, no.
outlaw
Stop
on
it.
the ground.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, he might have went on living, but
But
he made one fatal slip
slip.
when he tried to match the Ranger with
The big iron on his hip.
Big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
There we go. There you are.
Hey. Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
Fixed your radio.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
That's it? Are you implying that I've done shoddy work, miss?
Not at all. I'm never sure how much is normally charged for this sort of thing. Here's some additional caps. That should be enough. Now, how about spending some of those caps in the saloon?
Maybe.
Got a special discount for you after what you done for us.
Moonshine? You're damn right I want some moonshine. You want a bark scorpion poison gland?
I know it's
Some buffalo gourd seeds? Some gecko eggs? Some hides? I'm keeping the meat. That's what I eat. Have a mantis egg. Mantis forelegs. I don't really eat them. Medical brace. Pre-war money. Have this jumpsuit. I don't need this shit. Pleasure doing business with you, Trudy.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Be careful out there.
Howdy.
Howdy. Had to have a little moonshine.
a diversity of misery and joy.
I rather like this town.
Quite insane and young again, and all because I'm mad about the poor. Mad about the poor.
Let's see what this Ringo fella has to say for himself.
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? Here are our top stories. A package courier found shot.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
And made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on.
Just having a look around.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
I hardly know you, sir. What do you do around here?
Oh, sorry. I thought everybody knew already. I'm a trader with the Crimson Caravan Company. I'm, staying in town for a bit.
I see.
Did you want something else?
You know there's a man named Joe Cobb looking for you?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
Why are these powder gangers after you?
My caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge.
What are you gonna do about these powder gangers?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
You need a hired gun? I'm available.
All I've got left on me are a handful of caps, but you get me out of this and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back. You've got my word.
It'll have to do. What now?
We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I'll ask around.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Well, I'm gonna need a little bit of an advance here. For good faith, of course. Got an awful lot of sunset sarsaparilla.
But the outlaw didn't worry men that tried for forward days. 20 men had tried to take him,
20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip.
Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the window.
Whiskey.
Everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death.
About to meet his death.
There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play.
Carton of cigs.
Of the ranger is still talked about today.
Ooh, I'm taking all these.
Leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment.
All right.
Folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one
when he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip.
Big iron on his hip.
Be sure it's true when you say I love. It's a sin. Millions of hearts have been broken just because these words were
It's a sin to tell a lie.
I love you. Yes, I love you. If you break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie.
Be sure it's true when you say I love you, honey.
Hi there. Sticking around Goodsprings for a while longer?
I'm gonna help Ringo take on these powder gangers, and I need your help.
Say no more. I'm in.
Well, that was easy.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great. A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help.
What about Chet?
I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him. I'll be waiting.
Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
You should help me take them down. Bullets, explosions, lots of fun.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock. Be careful out there.
Look, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon. Now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Chet? Chet? You come out from behind there, you coward.
Hey there. You looking to buy some supplies?
We need supplies to fight the powder gangers.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Let them take over the town then. I'm sure your business will be much better off.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
What a pussy. What do you know about this situation with the powder gangers?
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble. Take it easy now.
Fucking pussy.
You know, I tried to measure my charisma on a Vitomatic vigor tester once. The machine burst into flames. I've got news for you. The death toll continues to climb around Camp Forlorn Hope, where Legion raiding parties are still chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the dam. Also, NCR Correctional Facility is now under prisoner control following a successful riot. Locals should avoid anyone who looks like they've done time. You know, I think all news, whether it's good or bad, brings us closer together.
Hey, Doc.
Don't you? Have you ever been in love with a celebrity? Now, come on.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
Town's gonna be attacked by bandits. Anything you can do to help?
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Tell me about yourself, Doc.
Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right with me. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't.
You said something about having something taken from you.
Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I don't pay it much mind anymore.
Do you know anything about the bastard who shot me?
I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road. If anyone saw anything, she'd know about it.
I already talked to her, Doc, but thank you.
You take care now.
This odd diversity of misery and joy. I'm feeling quite insane and young again, and all because I'm mad about the
Howdy.
Heard you got dynamite. It'd help us beat the powder gangers.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
How hard can it be? You just light the fuse and throw.
Too dangerous. Sorry. Blow yourself up. Blow your neighbor up. Blow the whole town up. Yep.
Scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to low visibility. Mojave? Mo problems. Am I right? And now, Nat King Cole reminding us what really matters with Love Me As Though There Were No Tomorrow. Because in New Vegas, hey, you never know.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us?
She's with us.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Let's do this.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
How many are there?
At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean.
Let's go.
I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
My sorrow. So when I wake,
Always save before you get in a big fight.
I'll know our love was right. Kiss me as though it were now.
Let's go, y'all. We got a posse.
Teach me all that a heart should know. Love me
as though there were no tomorrow. Fucking assholes. Yeah.
No one will miss that one.
We did it.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
Didn't I hear you say something about not being able to pay me?
I did have what was left of the Crimson Caravan money, but I wasn't sure if it was my right to just give it away. I owe you more than that, though, so look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp up in New Vegas if you ever visit.
Lions? Goodsprings has fended off a mob of escaped convicts after organizing an impromptu militia. This, according to an
News
old
traveled
man
pretty quick.
armed to the teeth with dynamite. Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen next. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
Gonna get that cowboy hat. Oh, Joe Cobb, you and that revolver. Time for a better hat, baby. Well, first, let's maintain. Yeah, baby. Now if I can just put my damn gun away. There we go. That's my boy. Hey, Cheyenne.
That'll teach the powder gangs to avoid Goodsprings in the future. Until next time.
That ought to keep things settled for a while. Hope it stays that way. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Wasteland critters like to move in when Sonny's not looking, so watch out.
Trudy.
I'm glad that business is over. I like it when Goodsprings is nice and quiet. Be careful out there.
Alright, asshole.
That was a hell of a fight. Let's hope it doesn't bite us in the ass later on.
Oh, shut up.
Can do.
Show me what you got. And now I'm gonna hold on to that. Take this laser pistol. Take that bat. Take this jumpsuit. Take this powder ganger bullshit. Take that psycho. I'm not that kind of a drug user. I'm strictly alcohol, baby. Take these smokes. Baseball glove. And we got a deal, sir.
Another satisfied customer. Take it easy now.
Don't mind if I do. Gotta rest after a battle like that.
I tried to measure my charisma on a Vitomatic vigor tester once. The machine burst into flames. More news for you. Merchants are saying that there's been little contact between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. In other news, a package courier found shot in the head near Goodsprings has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on.
We're modded out, baby.
We're brought to you by Prem. Prem, the other New Vegas. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
All right, y'all. We have completed the first part of our mission here. Well, hang on. Let me see if they got what I want. Probably not.
Howdy. You looking to buy some supplies? Can do.
Forgot. There's another piece of apparel. And nope. For my Johnny.
Take it easy now.
And they call Johnny Guitar.
Play it again, Johnny Guitar.
Hey, feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
I'm not thirsty.
Got a special discount for you after what you done for us.
I would hope. That's it.
What if you're cruel? You can be kind. I know.
Be careful out there.
Alright, well, I'm looking for some shades, but can't expect to get everything at once. But yeah. So this has been the first part of Fallout New Vegas. We will continue along this road very soon. Alrighty. So I hope y'all enjoyed our first playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. We're gonna continue along next time. As always, I am your host, Ben, aka The Fusebox. You can find me on Twitter at Knights Outlaw. You can also find me on Instagram at Outlaw Knights. And you can find me on Facebook under my real name, Ben Fuselier, F-U-S-E-L-I-E-R. And yeah, do not forget, in 1 week's time, actually less than a week, about 5 days from the airing of this video, we are going to be launching Outlaw Knights issue number 2. If you haven't yet already, click on the link in the description of this video and sign up for that email list. You're gonna want to, because you're gonna get access to exclusive perks that you're not gonna be able to get on the main campaign, starting with a 2 for the price of 1 deal. You will be able to get issues number 1 and 2 for the price of just 1 book. Don't pass that up, especially since it's going to be a very limited tier, as I've got a limited number of issue 1 already printed up. So I'll be able to actually bundle that for you without having to charge you extra. So get on it. And as always, if you like anything I had to say or anything about this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications. If you didn't like anything I had to say, go ahead and hit the dislike button. I really love the interaction. And I think that's about got it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me. Sorry, hang on. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen, and I will talk to you all later.